So I've officially been living in New York City for a little over 6 months. And I don't know about you, but I grew up reading Little Women, and when I moved to New York City, I told myself that I was entering my Jo March era. Like, this is my time to be fearless. And so in this vlog, I'm gonna share a little time capsule of some of my first few months in the city, and especially focus on the moments that made me feel like the main character.
Caption just this blank charcuterie board girl dinner. First, because I almost killed you. Even though it's nowhere near you.
Maybe it's just because I'm from the desert, so the excitement hasn't worn off yet, but I kind of love like vibey New York in the rain, you know? I'm walking through the fountain, which is why it's very, very loud. But I'm on my way now to go meet my friend Rebecca for breakfast because she's in town for the Global Citizens Festival. So we're gonna go have brunch kind of by Central Park. I'm really excited.
Rebecca's actually also a content creator, and she is huge here on YouTube, so I'll link her information. She's actually also in the Noble House of Black series and is one of my favorite human beings ever on this planet.
Okay, I just got dressed. Honestly, my floor is really dirty. I just got dressed. My outfit's very basic because it's raining, so I think I'm literally just gonna put a sweatshirt on anyway because I don't really have a winter wardrobe yet. I'm not prepared for it to already kind of be cold. I'm gonna hop into an Uber and go to meet Rebecca Rogers and going to the Global Citizens Festival. She's there with Verizon. I got a last minute invitation because she has a +1. I'm definitely feeling a lot of social anxiety right now. Literally the best place that I have for a fit check is the front of my apartment. So I'm waiting for Rebecca right now. She has my credential and it is pouring rain. But I'm just protecting the makeup because honestly, if the makeup stays, I'm okay if the hair gets wet. It's a good day to have curly hair.
We share our mission for our Verizon Innovative Learning Initiative to promote digital equity and inclusion in education.
I'm pretty impressed with how well my makeup is held up.
One of the things that I was uncertain about before moving to New York is how I would adapt to living in a bigger city, particularly in terms of my mental health. I'm someone that grew up in Salt Lake City, where you have access to the mountains, and the lifestyle in Utah kind of forces you to be outside a lot. And so that's one thing that I knew I'd have to be a bit more intentional about when I moved to New York, was scheduling time to be outside. I've actually really liked using ClassPass, which is a thing that lets you try different experiences like nail salons or kickboxing or whatever it is. And that's been one good way that I feel like I've been able to take care of my mental health since living here. I'm also a huge journal writer. If you know me, I've written in a journal throughout most of my life, kind of on and off. There have been months or years where I've gone without writing in a journal, but I definitely always feel better when I am writing in it consistently. Something else I've been doing since moving to the city that has brought me so much joy is I've been taking adult ballet classes. This is 100% something that I'm doing to heal my inner child. I think that my experience with dance is pretty common. I did dance when I was a younger girl and quit when I was 12 or 13 because I really had bad body image issues. It was hard for little Sasha to be in a studio and not pick herself apart in the mirror. So it's been really fun to go back as an adult because I had an epiphany recently that if I want to learn dance or ballet, there's really no reason that I can't do that. I think that as adults, it becomes so uncomfortable to learn something new and to put ourselves in the position where we don't know how to do something and we're struggling through a new skill. So I think that it's actually been pretty good exposure therapy for me to be in that type of space that makes me uncomfortable and pushes me out of my comfort zone. Since I've been working on my fantasy book full time, I've had some people ask me if I like to be sitting in coffee shops or like shared workspaces while I'm working on my books. And my answer is honestly no. Like, I really do just prefer to be sitting at my own computer because I always kind of feel like someone could be looking over my shoulder. But I made an exception for the Boston Library because, oh my gosh, guys, the Boston Public Library is one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen. Some girlfriends and I took a little road trip up to Boston for a New England fall girls weekend, and one of the funnest things that we did was visit this Halloween festival at the Medfield State Hospital. This is formerly the Medfield Insane Asylum, which was established in 1892 as the state's first facility for dealing with chronic mental patients. It also happened to be the day of a partial solar eclipse. We tried to look at it through the clouds, but if I'm honest, I didn't really see much of anything, but the vibes were just immaculate. It was kind of the perfect vibe to get you into the Halloween spirit. Another Halloween-y thing that we did this weekend that I loved was group tarot card readings. So I'm not someone that grew up doing tarot, but it's something that I've gotten into recently. I personally love deep conversation in a small group setting. I really prefer that to small talk. And one thing that I love about doing tarot is that when you bring out tarot cards, I feel like it puts people into a really introspective, reflective, deep mood, and it generally tends to veer the conversation towards deep topics, which is something that I personally love in a group setting.
So cute. Also, shout out to Archive Sunday because she had the night court collage hanging and it looked so cute in her apartment.
I'm documenting this. You lock them around, you just smack. Spoon, fork, just go at it.
Dyeing your roots tonight?
I know, I'm like, that might be the best. So like, now look, I'm just like, lost in New York with my map.
So Benjamin Farren is a really good cosplay photographer that I followed on TikTok and Instagram for a long time, and he was in town over Halloween and hit me up about doing a photo shoot of Slytherin stuff in Central Park. And while we were shooting our Slytherin content, he knows that I'm also a Marvel nerd, and he kind of jokingly was like, oh, like, you don't happen to own a Gwen Stacy suit, do you? And I was like, dude, I actually do have a Gwen Stacy suit at my apartment. He was like, no way, I'm in town shooting a big Spider-Man project. Do you want to come tag along on the shoot? And I was like, hell yeah, I will come tag along on the shoot.
I'm in Spider-Gwen cosplay right now. What are we about to go do?
We're about to go picture Spider-Man cosplay.
That's right. We didn't.
New York.
Yep. And we're gonna figure out where. Okay, here we go. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Barely wrapped up our Spider-Man shoots, and I'm in my 1989 dress. This is from, oh, I need to zip it up at the back, hold on. This is from Chelsea Reece, which is the company started by my friend Teresa, who is the same person who designed the first Archive Sunday collage wall kits. So I was super excited to support her. Just got to the Iron Flame midnight release party. We are at Union Square. Barnes & Noble is very lit. There are a lot of people here. There's like activities to do on every single floor, so we're going through and trying to hit up all the activities on every floor right now, and I'm just simply very happy to be here. Okay, so it's almost 11 o'clock and they're gonna do a Q&A at 11 o'clock, right? Yeah. Okay, so where are we going right now?
Temporary tattoos.
Yeah. Temporary tattoos. Earn your dragon. I'm very excited.
Hi, everybody! So, building a world as complicated as this one must take careful planning. How did you create the world of the Empyrean series?
Okay, so I started thinking about what is this world? Where are these dragons? Who are these dragons? How is their power structure, right? And then my husband went and got me a pink binder. Because all of my books go into pink binders. I'm old school. I like the feel of pen on paper. To be more specific, Sharpie fine point markers on paper. Can't explain it. Then he bedazzled it. And it says fourth wing on the front. And so I would start to jot down notes and I would start to think things like, this is how the Empyrean functions. And I would just write it down. And I would say, this is what the rotunda looks like with all of the dragons that are holding up, like the writer's quadrant, right? This is what it looks like. And my drawings are awful. Like my publisher was like, hey, where's your map? And I was like, no. And she's like, yes, I need it. And I'm like, no. And it's like, block, circle, block. She's like, what is this? I'm like, it's my map. People who have chronic illness spotted the Ehlers-Danlos representation within the first chapter, the first 2 chapters, and there were more able-bodied people saying, she's just weak, she shouldn't survive, she's just weak, she shouldn't survive. And it mimicked what I found in real life. People with chronic illness see each other and make accommodations for each other and recognize that in each other. And sometimes it takes, a step back. So I really wanted Violet to focus on her wits, and I wanted to show a heroine who could get through something physically challenging with her brain.
Okay, we just barely finished the premiere and now we are going back to my apartment to go